If you go on Nexus right now, 80% of the weapon mods are from guns of this century. I don't want that. I want to see something cool, unique, and different while I'm playing Fallout 4, a post-apocalyptic, futuristic game. Well, today I'm hopefully here to solve mine and your problem of finding some more unique weapon mods. And with that, let's get right into the list. So first we have the Star Trek Assault Phaser. This is a relatively simple mod, but it is pretty unique in the sense that, well, it's not like any other weapon in Fallout 4 right now. This mod obviously adds in one of the weapons from the very popular Star Trek series and movies. I've personally never seen any of them, but it's still a cool mod and fun nonetheless. Basically, there's only one weapon modification for this gun. It basically just changes the ammo type and then the LCD screen that the ammo appears on. And then other than that, it's more or less just a different laser weapon. It does have some cool sound effects, like it's definitely sound effects from the Star Trek series. When you do take out the weapon, there's a cool sound effect there, the shooting effects and all that. It is a pretty strong weapon, definitely going to be something you get in the later parts of the game, and when enemies have it, I would be scared. But all around, it's a really high quality texture, and more importantly, I think the sound design on this is really well done. Even if the sounds are just ripped from Star Trek, they still sound really good. That's kind of what made me like this mod. So next up we have rip a guy's arm off and beat him to death with it. So this is a really entertaining and kind of funny mod. Basically what it does is when you run up to somebody and you start attacking them with your melee attack, you will, well, rip their arm off. This is one of those mods that you would kind of think is cheesily done or not really all that nice, but it's actually really well made, and when you actually rip the guy's arm off, he does stand there with no arm. It looks really cool. Blood squirts out and all that, and he kind of like freaks out a little bit, and then you do have this massive arm to hit people with. It's pretty powerful, not super powerful, but good enough for a melee weapon, and that's really it. It's one of those funny mods that every once in a while I'll forget I had it activated, and then I'll go melee something or somebody and suddenly I ripped his arm off. Definitely one of the most unique and novel mods out there, and that's why I made this list. So first we had Star Trek, and now of course we have Star Wars. So this is the Lightsaber Renew mod. This adds in what you would think, basically 4 different colored lightsabers. I show you the pink one today, and it's basically, you know, a lightsaber. It is surprisingly well balanced. I mean, definitely it couldn't be as strong as in the movies and TV shows, because in those they kind of one hits them and, you know, it could chop off limbs no matter who or what it is. In Fallout 4 it's not quite that powerful, but it is still a very well made and balanced weapon. The sound effects on this one are again really nice. The taking out and putting away effect do use the same assets from the Star Wars movies, so it does sound really good and makes you kind of feel like immersed in a Star Wars universe, for lack of a better phrase. Although with all that being said, I feel like this weapon mod only barely counts as being unique. It's such a widely known thing and kind of just so common in video game mods that, you know, I feel like you'd expect to see a lightsaber, but nonetheless, it did make my list. It is still a really cool mod, and I would love to see the ability to throw the thing. That would absolutely complete it. So this one might look familiar. Yeah, I was actually working on this video before I found this weapon mod. Oh, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I uploaded a video covering this whole weapon mod today. But yeah, so I found this last night and I made a video of it, and I was like, hey, I actually really like the way this weapon is designed and the way it works and all that. So now it's in this video. Basically, the Riddick Rifle is from the movie The Chronicles of Riddick. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but whatever. Basically what it does is it's like a push shotgun. I can't think of a better way to describe it. More or less, when you get close to an enemy, it will blow them away with a burst of something, energy power or whatever. And it's really, really cool. The model is really well done. There's not really any weapon mods. None of these have really had any crazy weapon mods yet. But the model itself, and more importantly, just the way the weapon works, what it does, is really cool, and it's really satisfying. I was blowing away raider after raider after raider, and that was awesome. I really enjoyed doing that. I would definitely recommend checking this one out, even if you don't really like it, just because of how fun it was the first 20 minutes of use. I mean, I don't know how far it'll go practically, but as far as fun factor goes, this one was a blast to use. So at the number 1 spot on our list, we do have the PlasRail, and this one separates itself so extremely from every other weapon on this list. It is like on a completely another level as far as uniqueness and customizability goes. That has been my one major gripe with everything on this list so far. A lot of them are really cool weapons and are a lot of fun. There's just no extent of customizability. I understand the concept that you're taking it from other media or whatever and adding it into Fallout, but I would love you to add it into Fallout with its own flavor. Well, the PlasRail does that. It adds a custom weapon mod into Fallout with its own flavor. It's totally unique, not like anything I've ever seen before, and I really love it for that reason. Basically, there are tons of customizability options. You could change the texture, the way it fires, how strong it is, what type of bullet it fires, what kind of core it has, etc, etc, the stock, all the normal weapon mods, and then a bunch more. There are a few really cool features on this thing. My favorite was by far the lock-on ability, which I'm sure you're seeing in the video right now, and that was just a ton of fun to use. You mark an enemy and then, well, it's locked on, so your bullets will consistently lock onto that. And then to really just lock this thing at the #1 spot, it is really well balanced on top of all that. A lot of weapon mods are way too strong, way too weak, or they just don't get the right mix. They are cool, but they don't really fit well into the game in practical use. That's not this gun. This gun is really well balanced. It's expensive when it's powerful, and the lesser versions that aren't as powerful are much cheaper and more acquirable. Although every one of these versions is really strong. It's a really strong weapon to begin with, but it's supposed to be that way. You can only find it on high-level enemies, so with that all being said, definitely check this mod out if you haven't already. I know it's probably the most popular as the one on the list, but rightfully so. It's a really well done mod, and I definitely recommend you check it out. So that's it for this one, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. I do want to start doing these top 5 videos every week, or top 5, top 10. The next one I do want to do is just top 5 regular weapon mods, because I don't know, there's a lot of really good weapon mods out there, and I would like to check those out as well. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like and or subscribe. I hope you guys are all as pumped as me for PS4 mods, so those should be coming out either this week or the beginning of next week. They have till the end of June, so and I'll definitely be doing a lot of videos on that. So as always, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.